All right, welcome. Good to see you, and it's wonderful to be here. Starting up another session to explore paraliminal technology and how it can serve you best. This paraliminal is the one that helps you overcome procrastination. Patterns of procrastination are very interesting, so I'm going to explore this a little bit with you, help you understand how you can beat it, but also why it is so useful to have this kind of technology available to you whenever you're getting a project started. First of all, understand that procrastination is something that is very common for every single human being. And all it means, don't put the label on you, but all it means is you've established something that you want to do, but instead you do something else. My wife and I have a joke. Instead of saying, oh, I really want to do that, we say, oh, I really wish I wanted to do that. So we become very clear that, yeah, this isn't something I'm going to be doing. But to understand that how get around to it is going to help you blow past procrastination. Here's the key to help you understand. Generally, we can think of people in two classes: those who are motivated by pleasing methods. In other words, oh, this is something I really enjoy doing, so I'm going to keep doing it. Others who are motivated by pleasing results. And what that means is they're going for a particular benefit or a particular value, or they have a higher purpose for something that they're trying to accomplish. And they'll do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to get that. So when we think about establishing a goal, the most important thing that we can do is make sure that our goals are aligned with our higher purpose. Why it is that we're doing it. When you understand the why, you know that there's a deeper motive, an end result that we're going for that leads us into action. Secondly, is the idea that the benefits that you would achieve by accomplishing your goal are aligned with your highest values. So what it is that you value most in life, when you establish a goal that matches your purpose, but also the benefits align with your values, it's going to be much more easy to move in the direction of that goal on a daily basis. And that also means that whenever the means or the methods to get you where you want to go are going to become very difficult, you're going to be able to blow past those difficulties because everything within you is congruently aligned with where it is that you're going. So here's the thing about procrastination. It's a very subtle action that most of us will take. We can say, oh, here's the goal. Today, I'm going to do this thing. I have set my day aside. This is the thing I'm going to do. Nothing else is going to get in my way. I'm going to accomplish this. And on the way to doing that task, you see 15 other things that you end up, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm still going to get to that. And you keep doing all these little things all day long, and you never get to that one thing that you promised yourself you're going to do. Not a problem. Because what you do is you give yourself a second chance. But what's really important is to help yourself understand why you made that little deviation, even though you said this was the thing that you wanted to accomplish. One of the main reasons why we deviate, why we hesitate, why we get distracted by the next shiny object, or as the movie Up talked about, the Pixar movie by Disney, says, squirrel. You know, we just suddenly bring our attention to something else. And when you understand that it just takes a tenth of a second for you to make that deviation, if you could take that 1/10 of a second and explode it for a moment, really open it up and say, okay, what was the thought? What was the word? What was the feeling that occurred to me in that moment that caused me to go in a different direction? I mean, I said, this is what I want. This is the goal I have. This is the purpose. These are the benefits. I know this is what I really want. But in a subtle shift of consciousness, in just a click, so much faster than your conscious mind can even see it or perceive it, what happens is a memory or a feeling or a phrase comes to mind that says, that's going to be really tough. I'm not sure that I know what to do. You know, I'm not even sure who I should talk to in order to do this. Maybe this isn't, maybe I'm not the one who's going to be able to accomplish this. You know, there are a lot of other things that are really important to me. Maybe I could put this one off for another year. And it just, seriously, in a 1/10 of a second, your non-conscious mind pulls up this hesitation, pulls up this reason for diverting. And while your conscious mind still says, yeah, I'm going to do it, yeah, I'm going to do it, your non-conscious mind is directing you to do all kinds of other things. So this is where paraliminal technology comes into play, because with the use of paraliminals, you're working with your non-conscious resources of mind. So everything just below the threshold of your conscious awareness. And what you're doing is you're connecting to resources that let you know, yes, I can do this. Yes, I've done things like this before in my past. Yes, I know it will be challenging, but I'll get stronger as a result of facing that challenge. This is so in alignment with what it is that I value most. I know the benefits are going to serve me. I have a strong purpose. And this goal is fully aligned with that purpose that I hold. Now, if you would communicate that to your non-conscious mind, your non-conscious mind says, okay, I get it. So this whole list and all these other considerations that could come up, we're just going to leave those in the past because they're not important for this. And as a result of it, as a result of listening to this paraliminal, and I'm not going to do session B, I'm just focusing on session A, but both session A and B deal with different aspects of procrastination. One, session A, is just about procrastination in general. What is the pattern that we get into and how we can get ourselves back on track? And the other is, here is a specific task that you want to do. And you want to get that one done. And you want to get it done now. That's going to be, get around to it, session B that you would listen to. But the idea is, once you have established what it is you're choosing to go for, then you're going to find much more ease, much more grace in order to do it. The subtle hesitations that would have made it difficult in the past, they're gone, and you just find yourself step by step making progress in the direction of the goal that's important to you. Now, this really works best, life works best, when you recognize that this is a goal that's important to you, even if it's been assigned to you as a result of work that you have to do, or if you're a student and you've got to go to class and you've got to take a class you don't want, and well, stop for a moment and think about it. Yeah, you don't want to do this task, but it's part of the job. Do you want to keep your job? Yeah. So then you set the job as the higher purpose. You set being employed at that job as the value you want to achieve. One of the benefits that you'll experience as a result of getting there. Same thing with the student in school. Give it your attention. Find something of interest in it. Fuel the desire you have to realize that goal and take action on it. AIDA formula. Attention, interest, desire, action. And I had that experience when I was going to university. I realized I wanted to make a shift. I was attending a class I didn't like. I didn't like the professor. I didn't like the textbook. I didn't like anything about it. But I did want to graduate in 4 years. So I did whatever it took to find something of interest. It turned out I absolutely loved the course once I gave it my attention. I loved the professor once I listened to him and really stayed present. I got my critical mind out of the way. I stayed focused on my higher purpose. I stayed focused on what it is that I valued most. And all of this is built in to the Get Around to It Paraliminal. If you want to know the deeper, the inside secrets, when you look at the manual that comes with every one of the Paraliminal recordings, there's a lot of very important information in there that will help you maximize the value that you get from these. But this idea of being able to stay so focused that distracting ideas get out of the way, it's what I call building a temporary compulsion. It's like giving you compulsivity issues around that task. But because it's contextualized to just this one task, you don't become obsessive compulsive over all the rest of your life. It's just that you become almost crazy-eyed obsessed about getting this thing done. I'm going to get it handled. This is the one I'm going to focus my attention on. And as a result, all of the competing commitments that might show up just roll off you like water off a duck's back. It just doesn't distract you in the least. You stay focused, you make progress, and every step is a concrete indicator of the goal that you have desired to achieve, the purpose you've desired to live into, the benefits you've chosen to realize, and the values that are most important to you. So understand that when you have a desire to do something, amplify the desire. The desire is going to be amplified by remembering your purpose, the benefits, and the values. Cool? I'll tell you what, if you've ever lacked progress or if you've ever found a task that was tough for you, do this Paraliminal before you go to sleep at night. Listen to it when you wake up in the morning, and you're off to the races. It's a spectacular way to begin any new project. So with that, thanks very much for playing. I'll see you again. We've got a session tomorrow, and have a spectacular one. Peace and blessings. Bye for now.